Flamga isn't ready, he's AFK, but I can start without him and he'll jump in when we're in the game. All players are ready, Bard is ready, Dano is ready, and we are going to begin. Let me change the colors. Mastermind is red, and there we go. He's also Protoss. So currently, for all, this is the final game between these two players. The map is ToRDano Alta, the ladder edition, and both players loading quite quickly. We're going to jump into game number 9, the final game. As I said, this is a GSTL all-kill format. Introducing spawning in the top left corner, we do have the Protoss player from Team Mastermind, Bard. And also introducing spawning down the bottom left, we have the yellow Terran from Time of Rising, who managed to stop We The Best's amazing run of games last game, and now get his team to a 4-all position. It's very close. What will we see eventuate from this game? What openings will both players go? And wait for Flamga to return, and he can cast with me. I said I had a message and I didn't. So yeah, it would be a long map if they were cross positioned, but they're actually not cross positioned. So I think we're going to see some drops from the Terran play if it reaches that late game stage. But there is no ramp to actually wall off. And you're back?
And I am back. I just got back with my drink, and my throat is now going to be quenched. And it's going to be awesome.
Good. So, standard opening, just a barracks and a gateway from both players.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. Now because we don't have that ramp, it's going to be very. It's a very good map for rushing. Not rushing in the sense of let's go attack him early, but doing a very powerful attack early on. For example, Dano doing like a 1-1-1 build, or Bard going a very aggressive stalker pressure early on. So I wouldn't be surprised to see something along those lines. Dano's wall is not complete just yet, so Bard will get in there, but there's nothing really much to see just yet. And I wouldn't be surprised both players that Bard would be going for a 1-gate expansion. Dano himself would be going for a fast command center.
Yeah, Cybernetics core going down now, and I think we might see just a normal robo opening from Bard, but I'm not too sure. 1-gate expand that was into robo, and looks like it's going to be a 1-rack gasless for Dano. But this is the first Protoss in the 9 games. This is the first Protoss we've seen. Time of Rising not sending out a Protoss, and we're only sending out our Protoss now. That is Team Mastermind, and he will lose this scouting probe, and he's getting ready to drop that command center. Dano, there it is. It goes down, and Dano's going to scout all the locations apart from the correct one.
And Peak, thank you for quoting me there. That was oh god, they're making it worse. If anyone is in the Torverse, the MI Mastermind chat, they're talking about how my throat's lubricated now. So yeah, if you want some sus chat, go in there. And Barda not going for an expansion here. Going to be getting that warp gate really early. Now this is since he's not doing that, there is gas coming down from him, and he will be going for the expansion now. Never you mind that.
Yeah,
so everything I was about to say out the window.
He's got the Zealot moving up, and the Stalker's coming after. He needs to be careful not to lose either of those units, though. They are valuable early for grabbing information.
Both those units both have the same movement speed as well, so that Zealot will get away. It's pretty safe to get it out there. But again, that Stalker is a bit faster, so it will be able to get around a bit further. But at the same time, you don't want to be too aggressive because you don't want to lose it.
Yeah, so just a 1-gate expand, but he did get the warp gate first, Bard, so slightly more. He didn't actually attempt to kill that SCV, so slightly more. Hang on, where's this SCV going?
Dano, are you going to be baller and build a proxy starport?
I'm not
even going to suggest that he's doing that.
No, he hasn't got a factory, but he's getting 3 racks. But it's just that he's pulled that SCV into a interesting location, and surely Bard's wondering it hasn't gone back through the Naga yet.
Mm. And now Bard's going to go stand. He's getting on more gateways, getting his robotics facility going
Yep.
as well. And he's just going to be transitioning into a standard PvT mid game as well as Dano. So both players are in a good position. No players ahead. There haven't really been any aggressive. So Stim coming down for Dano as well. And we're going to see... Actually, we're not going to see drops because Dano doesn't have a starport. So it's going to be interesting to see what Dano decides to go next.
Factory finally going down now, and yeah, well, I guess proxy starport is still an option, but it's going to be quite delayed, and the robo will be out as well, and he's now got 4 gases barred, and we could see him go into some kind of Colossus timing, really.
And there we go. So Bard actually going to be reinforcing, and now he's going to be able to hold off pretty much anything on that ramp.
Yeah, it's
And
a wide
that's
ramp,
just
but
be
it's got
really good.
yeah. So he's got now 3 gateways and the 1 robo. He's getting 2 observers out, and he's chrono boosting them. They come out so quickly now, just 30 seconds, and that's 30 seconds for 2 if you chrono boost it. So we'll be able to know what's going on, and he looks like he's grabbing a third relatively quickly, 8 minutes. That's quite fast, and I think, yeah, it looks like Dano's ready to snipe a observer as it comes in. Have a look at his cam. He's definitely ready for it. And he's
No, I'm all
looking.
good. Sorry,
There it is.
someone just asked for the link, so I'm just giving them the link, and I'll be right back. Sorry,
Okay.
guys.
So he was actually looking for that observer. He zoomed in a couple of times as well, just to check if it was shimmering the air. Now the second observer goes in. I'm not sure if he'll be expecting a second one. He did
There
make a
we
second
go.
observer.
Awesome. All done. That's right. Some guy was just like, "Oh, can I watch? Can I watch?" And I'm like, "Yeah, there's the stream link."
There we go.
And
Yeah. Yep, so Colossus Tech has gone down for Bard, not hiding it either, just throwing it down blatantly. As well as a Forge, we will see some upgrades. And whilst that first observer did get sniped, the second one will get a relatively good look at things throughout around the base. And now that Stalker has to get out of there, which it does, as the scouting factory and a small, well, I wouldn't even call it small, it's a big force of Marines now for Dano.
yeah, so we're going to have the extended thermal lens come down for Bard, and
Yeah.
he's going to be able to use that to defend quite adequately.
He's got a lot
He's not
of
gonna be able...
he's got a lot of force fields stored up.
Oh, dearie. This is going to be interesting. Now, Bard will be able to hold this
He needs
quite
to drop
easily.
force fields.
Actually, I want to see him cut that army in half and keep half it up there, keep half it
Yep.
down. That
First Colossus is out.
Yeah.
He's going to try elevator drop, but it's not going to happen. And he's actually going to take out the scouting factory, which will mean that Dano won't be able to get vision and shoot above the ramp and the force fields.
It
So
does
that's
have
pretty good.
things on the way, though, so that will help him get that vision. And one Marauder is being a hero. It does get absolutely evaporated there. And Bard has a proxy pile up in the middle of Whoop Whoop.
Yeah, just to make sure no drops come in from that angle, I guess. He's got another one down near that third, which he's now grabbing. And it's good, he's aware, he's making sure no drops are coming. He's checking now with this observer to see whether or not Dano has a third base himself. He's realised that he's got his before Dano and that there's no rush to saturate it or anything. As the second Colossi comes out shortly and Thermal Lance finishes, and he's getting Twilight Council as well, so he can continue upgrades. And if he can get level 2 or 3 attack on those Colossus, he's going to rip that biological force to shreds. But bear in mind, there's one Viking out now. Is there only one?
There's
two
only one
Vikings.
out at the moment.
There's 2 Vikings.
Sorry, there is
Press U.
3. He has produced another. Yes, he has.
And a drop coming in now as well. Bard is kind of ready for it. He walks in 3 Stalkers, but he's not going to deal with it enough. He needs to... Oh, wow, he's going to choose to secure the third. He walks in some Stalkers, but it's not going to be enough to actually take out this drop. That's a big drop for Dano, but those medivacs are getting quite weak, and he's actually going to snipe this robotics bay, and that Colossus might not finish. Bard's chrono boosting it. He wants to get it out, but the robotics does go down. And Dano now with a
Dano's going to be able
devastating
to do
drop.
so much damage. He's even going to be able to get the Nexus at this point in time.
He's choosing to pull probes and engage with
he's
that.
going to get it.
Nah, I think he's going to be okay, Bard. Nope, you were right. The Nexus did go down. A lot of Stalkers did get back, but not in time. Although, bear in mind, he did have the third. And
Dano's
although
going to be able
not
to get
long.
that as well, which
Wow.
again, sacrificing all those units forces Bard to pull back again and again and again. That third will go down. Dano's going to be in a tremendous position and forces Bard back onto one mining base.
Yeah, definitely. It's such a big map though. I mean, you could see something like a hidden nexus because, I mean, what are the odds of him just like dropping a scan or something up the top right corner if Bard chose to do that back in the game? But it looks like it's pretty all in at this stage for Bard.
Yeah,
Nothing in production.
Bard's just going to have to do as much damage as he can at the moment.
He's actually going to
He's gonna
catch
be
a lot of
too
units out, which
behind
is good.
economically at this point.
He's got an observer. He's got 2 Colossus. He's
Now,
got
these
all his
Colossi
probes.
do have extended thermal lance, and they only have the +1 armor, I believe. So they're not going to be able to do too much damage against this. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. Let's see what Bard can pull out of his ass. This is going to be very difficult for him to come back from, but those probes are going to be able to take so much damage. Those Colossi dealing so much damage, but those Marauders are stemming right in. The Colossi do go down, and now it's just left, the damage dealing is left to those Stalkers, and the Marines and Marauders are just doing so much damage.
Yeah, and that's got to be a GG from Bard sooner or later. He's down. His supplies being doubled by Dano. He's mining from one base. He's not reinforcing anywhere. He doesn't have a forward pylon. GG from
There's
Bard.
GG
And that's it.
Bard.
Time of Rising.
Congratulations to Dano and Time of Rising.
They take out the... Ooh, my scoreboard disappeared. But they take out the Clan War 5-4, an epic series. Went for 9 games. It was a best of 9. It went for 9 games. Dano winning that last game. Well played by all players. And yeah, congratulations, Time of Rising.